Hey everyone! Thanks so much for coming to watch this video. In the spirit of spring and with Easter coming up, I'm going to show you how to make these super cute and super easy cake push pops. First thing you're going to need is a push pop container. So here is mine, it's heart shape. I got these off Amazon in a huge bag. For my icing, I'm using this little bag system, so I have my icing bags and I have my little attachments here. And the reason for that is because you have to be able to get the icing right to the bottom. And some icing containers are too big, so they don't fit into the push pop. So I will obviously show you how that all works. And obviously some icing to put in your icing bags and sprinkle. These are my cute little spring sprinkles. So there's flowers and butterflies and so cute. Hey, and I made cake from scratch, so here it is, and I just put a thin layer in the pan so that you can just punch out little shapes. And this is where you want to know how much your cake rises. So this chocolate one is made from scratch, and I fortunately knew how much it was going to rise. You'll see my vanilla one rose way more than I thought it would. I've actually never made a cake from a box, so I really didn't know what was going to happen there. So the vanilla cake ended up being thicker than planned, which was fine too. But yeah, just know what you're working with and try your best to make, it as thin as possible depending on how many layers you want. So I made 8 here. I'm going to make 2 chocolate ones, and I want to do 4 layers. So I have 8, of course, and here it is. Carefully scoop it out. So cute. Delicious chocolate cake. And same with the vanilla cake. So like I mentioned, this one is quite a bit thicker than the other one. So these push-pops ended up being a little bit different. So one of them has 2 layers and one of them has 3 layers. And it's going to be so much fun. So let's just punch these out and get right to it. Okay, and here you can see that these are quite a bit thicker than the chocolate ones. But that's all good. It's still cake and we're going to make it work. Okay, let's get our icing ready. So I'm going to grab 2 of these bags as I'm going to have pink and blue icing. And you guys, this part is so easy. So you're just going to have these bags and these little sort of contraptions to make it work. And I'm just going to squirt some icing into it and you'll see how it's just so easy. Okay, so the thing that keeps everything together, you're going to shove that to the end of the bag. Inside the bag, of course, you're going to snip off the tips so that the icing come out. And then you're going to get ready for the shape of the icing. So you're going to grab that little cone with the design on it, put it through the ring, and then screw it on. Super duper easy. And here's the icing I'm going to use. Obviously, in a perfect world, those would just fit right into the base of the cake push pop, but they're just a little bit too big, so that's why we're putting it in the bag so you can squirt it right to the bottom. That bottom layer will help the cake stick to it. Now I'm going to show you, I am showing you what not to do for this first piece. I find it kind of awkward, it goes on an angle, so I'm going to show you that you can actually use the stick of another push pop to carefully, evenly push it down. So in between each cake, you're going to squirt some delicious icing and then just put the cake on top there. And then you're going to slowly push it down like so. And you don't want to squirt it too much. You want to leave the icing with just a little bit of texture so you can see the design. And there you go. And just keep on layering. And to finish this cake pop off, we're going to squirt some white icing and add some fun sprinkles. And then we're going to snap on our lid and we're good to go. Okay, so moving on to our vanilla one, squirt some delicious icing in there, and then we're going to push our cake in, and you're going to see just how thick this is, which I think is kind of funny. Look at that, tee-hee. So we're just going to put 2 layers in, which is okay too. You don't have to have 4 layers or whatever. So squirt some more icing. I decided to go with blue because I just love that color so much. And finishing up with some sprinkles, and there we have our vanilla cake push pop. I love this whole cake pop push container, as you guys can just snap on the lid and you guys can bring this wherever you go and you have a delicious serving of cake. Let's move on to 2 more, 1 vanilla, 1 chocolate, and this time I'm going to use pink icing. Okay, and here we have our chocolate cake push pop with pink icing. Let's make one final push pop. It's going to be vanilla cake with pink icing as well. And there we go, another one. In about 2 minutes, you have a super cool treat. And here we have all of our cake pops. You guys, the best part about this sort of project is the fact that it takes no time at all. Once your cake is made, this takes just minutes to put together one cake push pop. This is a great alternative to just massive cakes or cupcakes, and the best part is that they stay fresh. So, all in all, it's a win-win. Thanks so much for coming to watch this video. Make sure you guys subscribe, like, and share. Thanks, everyone.